Brad Phillips here. We're at the 2026 Great Race. We are in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, in the stockyards. We're talking to our favorite transportation company, McCollister's Transport, Steve Capra and Danny McCollister. Steve, what do you love about the Great Race?
Hey, good afternoon, Brad. Good afternoon, everybody. Great race. Put it simple, it's a hair different than everything else we do as an organization. And why we love it, it's because it's a family-oriented event. Just look around, all the great kids running around, everybody having a great time. Rolls into small-town America, and they get to see things that they don't get to see every day that we're blessed to be able to be a part of. So that's kind of what our mission is and why we like being here, Brad.
Well, we're really proud to be partnered with you guys. That was our trophy.
There goes the trophy.
Fantastic. So here we are. We've had a chance to see 140 or so cars. You guys have been walking up and down. You've been associated with us for quite some time. What's a couple of the favorite cars that you've seen here? And I know one that's one of my favorites that you guys even hauled in here, and I'm really, really excited to talk to you about that if you don't name it right now.
Well, there's everything special. But we were blessed when we came on as sponsors, and we were the newbies 4 years ago. The management then assigned us a great couple, Brad and Aaron Kaplan from California. They've been awesome helping us navigate through the sea of intricacies that the Great Race brings. They've been awesome for our company, representing us when on the road. And have been great stewards for us as well. So we appreciate that, and hopefully we're as welcoming to the newbies as they were to us.
Absolutely, and Brad and Aaron have been great ambassadors for you. Typically what we do is we will pair a sponsor with a racer who will sort of wave the flag for the brand down the course. Sometimes, like our Samuel Smith friends, they ride their own car. Lots of times you guys are partnering with these folks, and Brad and Aaron are really, really great for you. It's a lot of fun. So I will say that one of my favorites are somebody that we interviewed last night, and that is Team Wandering Troubadours with their 1917 American La France. Now this is the yellow one, and it's actually right over here, and we talked to them last night. Like, I can't imagine what it's like when you bring something that only 2 or 3 people know how to drive on the entire planet. And they're like, yeah, how do we get that in the truck? How do we get out of it? What are your drivers? What kind of training do these guys do to haul stuff that's so weird and unique all over the country?
That's a great question. Our guys, our drivers in particular, they're cross-trained. They're some of the best professionals that the industry can bring. We're trained from everything brand new, from McLarens, Ferraris, Rolls Royces, all the way back to pre-war. So our guys know how to not only handle the car, start the car with different starting sequences, braking, but they also know how to put that onto our trucks and our trailers and then secure it properly so that way it doesn't move in transit or cause any damage. So hats off to our guys. We can do as much great work in the office as we do, but they're a great representation of us as the end result, and they put a great product out for us.
I want to ask a logistical question here, because one of the things that we deal with on Great Race is we have a lot of vehicles that we deal with that are carrying luggage. They're carrying our staff people and our support people and our checkpoint workers all over the place. I mean, gas has gone up. It's tripled. That has to be a lot to deal with for a major transportation company. Do you forecast that throughout the year? How do you guys figure out what on earth fuel prices are going to be? It's got to be a huge component of your business.
Well, we definitely didn't factor in the Iran war this year, so that kind of threw us for a curveball. But I've been with McCollister's now for about 8 years, and the running joke is, hey, throw anything at us, we're good. We've gone through COVID. We've gone through bridge collapse down in Baltimore, which disrupted a complete supply chain. We have Iranian crisis now with fuel and diesel pushing $9 out in California. Our trucks get 4.5 to 5 miles per gallon. So it does present a lot of challenges for me in my role. And challenges for us as an organization to try to forecast ahead. We have to be nimble enough and also not be able to come off as if we're taking advantage of a situation as well.
Absolutely. And I asked this question because of the 140, 150 teams that we have, there are a lot of business owners, a lot of people that are involved in national and international things, and it's on the tip of everyone's tongue. And I can only imagine that it is, number one in the boardroom discussion every time you guys are going through everything. So, Danny, I wanted to ask you a question. You've got McAllister's last name there. So, can you tell us a little bit about maybe the history of the company and your family's involvement?
Sure. So I'm a fourth generation. The company was started in 1945 by my great-grandfather. His name was Daniel H. McAllister. And I don't know, many years later, my grandfather, H. Daniel McAllister, took over the company and grew it to what it is today. And he's the one who started our auto division. And a few years ago, my dad, Daniel H. McAllister, took over the business and is currently running it today.
Is there the lore in the company of what the very first thing that the company transported?
Well, that was probably household, so house furniture. That was probably the first thing.
Well, it's like the Studebaker car company. When you talk about them, and you're just like, what was Studebaker's first car? And they're like, well, it was actually like a horse-drawn wagon. So when you have companies that go back in time through 4 generations, the things that they were hauling at that time were these things. I mean, unless you were like Wells Fargo, taking people on the Oregon Trail and all this stuff, you go back through a lot of history through 4 generations in this company. So it's absolutely fantastic. We appreciate you guys. I always like the term partner because when you do well and you bring cars in, we want the experience to be fantastic for all of our competitors. And it's like a big family here at Great Race. So we're proud to partner with you on this. And we hope we continue to do that for many years to come.
Yes, thank
you. So I believe what we're going to do is we're going to throw this to the good friend Jason White, and he's got some more fun people to talk to here on Route 66 in Oklahoma City. Jason, what do you got for us, buddy?
Well, let's just go for a little walk and talk. Why don't you come with me here? I see a pretty cool car coming down the Parc Fermé here. You could see if we can pan all the way down through there. It's about 8 city blocks of a single line of cars here. Really cool scene. You'll see if you pan slowly all the Jesse Combs Foundation entries, all the young ladies' cars over here. Absolutely awesome lineup of cars here. Probably the longest run-up linear that we've ever had. So pan around here and show off these cars. You can show the cars. I'll walk and talk as we go down through here. I want to see beyond the finish line, right? That's what we were trying to do, is show you what this scene looks like here. We've got this 1918 American LaFrance we talked to last night. Pretty cool DeSoto here. Cool cars, lots of people. It's been real sunny and bright, right? So everybody's been kind of hiding in the shade. We're about an hour into this evening's finish here, so everybody's just now getting to get out and see the cars. We've got probably about 30 more cars to go, but one of my personal favorites is showing up here. So if I can get these guys to follow me and pull right over here. This car is so rad. Can you see this car? Pan and show this car here. Stop. I need to talk to you, man. This is one of my favorite cars. Kill it. Get out and talk to me. You got special elite parking here. This car, as you may see, you can see in the frame here, this car kind of sits high, but it's a rally car, right? It's in Great Race for its second time. But if you don't mind, introduce yourself and introduce this awesome car.
My name is Paul McGeehan from Haymarket in Virginia. This is a 1938 Chevy. We call her Frankie. She's made of all kinds of different pieces from the Frankenstein. So that's where it comes from. But she's 1938 Chevy with a 261 motor, and she's built specially for the Peking to Paris Rally.
So Peking to Paris Rally, the first time I saw this car, I was like, these guys are up to something here. That ground clearance is not accidental. So talk a little bit about, first, what it took to get this car ready, and how did it go for you guys on Peking to Paris Rally?
To get it ready, it took about a year altogether to get it ready. It's built by a shop in Virginia, in Manassas. It was designed and built by Sean Shebish of Shebish Brothers Automotive there. And took him about a year altogether. It's original frame, original body, and the roll cage kind of holds it all together, and then everything else is built around that. As far as the Peking to Paris, after we left here, we finished the Great Race. They tidied up some of the stuff that we wanted tidied up, shipped it out. We ran the Peking to Paris. We finished right in the middle, about 26 out of 58-ish finishers. We broke a lot of stuff. We had the car a little bit too heavy, and broke the rear axle, broke a lot of suspension bits and pieces, and ended up missing 3 stages in total out of, I don't know how many, a couple of hundred stages, but ended up finishing right in the middle of the pack with a silver medal in P2P.
Silver medal in a classic Chevrolet with, as we say in my neck of the woods, a little bit of a lift kit. Breaking things, attrition, that is a brutal rally, right? So hopping out of Great Race, into that race, back into Great Race, what is the attraction to Great Race Rally?
This is a fantastic event. I mean, the people and the car guys that are involved in this, it's just world class. Absolutely a fantastic event, and to do it at home in the U.S. Well, I'm actually from Ireland, but to do it in the U.S., which is my adopted home country, it's just a fantastic honor to be able to take part in one of these.
So you would know then, you're qualified to say now, after all these cities together with us, that we say this is a family, right? The car community is a family, Great Race is a family. We're talking about almost 600 people traveling around together. Would you agree with that statement here on your second race?
110%, absolutely, yeah. This is a great crowd.
So let's say the sky's the limit. You could choose any other car. This is my favorite, by the way. I love this car. What wonderful stories, and you guys are out here rallying in it. But if the sky was the limit, what would you do a future Great Race in? What car?
That's a good question. I wouldn't mind doing it in an old Cadillac or an old Packard or something like that. Something that I could restore, but without making it too flashy. Keep it fairly authentic. This is heavily modified, so it's a little out of place on this event. But to do it in something that's fairly authentic from the late 20s, maybe early 30s would be great.
I was going to ask you, because for the folks at home, when we say old car, we mean properly old car, right? So late 20s, maybe a dual cow, big Phaeton car?
That would be lovely, yeah, something like that.
Well, I'm here to spend your money, man. Thank you, Paul, so much, man. Guys, let's toss it back to Brad if he's ready. I think he's got some more guests on the stage. We'll find you some more interesting cars. Thanks to Paul and this wicked old Chevrolet Peking to Paris car. Back to you, Brad.
All right, we're back here on stage. Brad Phillips here with Great Race in Oklahoma City. Now we've got the pleasure of talking to the Cobra Experience X Cup team, Caden, Connor, and Nash. Now look, I've got 2 extra hats. The guys in the chair. Oh, you got to put right on top of the noggin there. So this is fantastic. These guys are driving the '69 Mustang Mach 1. We haven't even had anybody up here to really talk about what X Cup is and what your team's all about. So can you guys kind of walk through what X Cup means to you guys and tell us a little bit about your experience?
So X Cup is just the youth class. It's to try to get as many youth involved in the car hobby as possible. We have a 14-year-old and 16-year-old that are navigating, and then I'm a little bit older and I'm driving. I've done it for 4 years now, so I'm just trying to teach them the ropes and get them involved in the class and the race and car hobby in general.
So your dad has been around this thing for a little while, so you've grown her up around this. You guys all have experience in this through family. When you were first roped into talking about doing this thing, what was your initial thought about doing this race finally for yourselves?
Sign me up.
I was definitely a little nervous, but in the end, it all worked out, I'd say. We got a good team here.
So one of the things the X-Cuppers, as we love to call you guys, are doing at night is you're sort of on deck when other teams have problems. They're looking for a level of experience that they may not have. You guys have been working on lots of different cars in the parking lots at night. What would have been some of the most fun projects you've dealt with, including maybe even the one for your own car?
Oh, I definitely like the Cadillac that just pulled up over there. That was a pretty clean car. 64 Cadillac? Yeah.
I don't remember.
We've worked on quite a few cars. I mean, it's just the variety. Every night in the parking lot, it's a different car.
So if I remember right, last night I saw you guys working on the Stall team. They have that beautiful 34 flathead Ford, right? And they were trying to get it together. Maybe the 34 is not the right year, but it's a beautiful Ford Roadster with a flathead in it. And I believe you guys were trying to figure out how to get the, whether it broke a piston skirt or something. Tell me about the project with the Cadillac, though. That beautiful 64. It's white. It's got a beautiful red leather interior. What did he have going on that car?
So we had to remount the transducer, but the best thing is that car was so clean, we were barely even dirty.
He's from Texas. He doesn't deal with rust. He doesn't know how lucky he had it with that car.
So let's talk a little bit about the Cobra Experience Museum. So I used to live in Colorado. I've been to the place. Actually just got back from a National Museum conference where they were present also. The whole thing, the Serb family. Tell us what it's like with the Cobra Experience. Like, what's the focus of the museum? You guys have spent some time there.
So it's in Martinez, California. We went in and picked up the car, and we were able to drive it around the mountains with some Cobras. They have a little bit of everything as far as Cobras. A lot of it focuses on Shelby, Carroll Shelby, and his partnership with Ford, along with his own Cobra projects, with also talking about a lot of the other racing heritage that he was involved with.
Yeah, Shelby Cobras, GT350s, GT500s. I'm a big Shelby nut. And I'm a Sunbeam Tiger guy, so I've got one of those things. And Ken Miles, who worked for Shelby at the time, was one of the original. They designed and did one of the prototypes of the two that they needed to do to prove the concept for the Roots Group, who ended up manufacturing them. I know a lot of Cobra people. We've had a lot of fun, and from narrow hip 427s, slab side 289s. The big, hairy racing 427s. There are a lot of models of these things that people call Cobras, right? And it's really fun in the museum itself to have all of that history represented. And most Cobra people, I will say, they love touring. They love driving their cars, whether it's the small or the big blocks. And we've got a lot of really good friends in that Cobra community. And there are some other marques that have very famous cars that they sort of pride themselves on keeping the mileage down, and they don't drive them very often. Cobra people are different. My friend Tom Cotter puts on events that they go to Canada, they go up to Banff, they go to Alaska. Tom's Cobra very famously was destroyed by a bear trying to get to a candy bar inside of it, and instead of like, oh, I got to restore the car back to perfectly original again. No, now he shows the car with all the ripped top, and he puts the candy bar on the seat to remind people of how much fun it is to be out there in these cars. So I'm really proud of you guys for out here. You're representing X Cup. You're part of the future of the hobby. You're helping really greatly with the message of the Cobra Experience Museum. So, I mean, what would you guys say to young people that want to be in this hobby? They want to come racing. They want to be great racers. How do people get involved? I mean, what do you think here?
Go ahead.
Just step out of your comfort zone. I started when I was 18 on the Great Race. I've been doing it. This will be my 5th year, and I'm happy to be showing them around, and I'm trying to push them to do a lot of the same stuff that helped me grow in the hobby and personally.
All right.
It's worth the effort.
It's worth the effort, and it's a lot of effort. So thank you guys very much for being here. Proud of you. It's amazing what you're accomplishing so far. The car's made it perfectly to Oklahoma City. We only have about 6 more states and 5 more days to go until we're all standing together in Pasadena, California. So good on you. Glad to have you here. Thanks very, very much.
Thanks for having us.
All right, next up, we're going to go back to the beautiful Jason White. He's got some great people to talk to. I believe he's with Brandon, who is the president of our X Cup Legacy Foundation. And Jason, let's go to you.
All right, thank you, Brad. Yeah, I'm standing here with Brandon Gregg. We've been great race buddies for years, right? So what I'd like to do, because you have a special extracurricular activity. So Brandon, what I'd like for you to do is talk about your journey through Great Race and how it led to what you're doing now with X Cup Legacy.
Well, my journey with Great Race started back in 2017, and I was still pretty young, just fresh out of college back then. And not unlike most of America, there's no way me, fresh out of college, could ever afford to be able to come out and do something incredible like this. I didn't have an old car. I didn't know much about them. I wanted the opportunity, but it just, at present time, wasn't there for me. And so I was fortunate enough to have someone provide that opportunity to me. Thankfully, my partner, one of our partner cars, Pat Lauber, has brought me along ever since. So he afforded me an opportunity that never would have been there for me otherwise. And so later on down the road, we started thinking about, how do I pass this forward? And so we decided that the best thing we could do is start a nonprofit from the bottom and get fully certified 501c3 and provide the same opportunity that was granted to me to as many other kids and students as possible. And so this year we were able to do that. We've brought along a little over 43 students with us. We've got 9 teams. We're eligible for tents. We're going to be adding one more next year. We've had excellent help in fundraising on this event. Everyone's super passionate about it. And I mean, who wouldn't be? Because the number one question you always hear when you go to a car show is, what's going to happen to my car when I can't do this anymore? And that's what you hear all the time, is the old car hobby is dying, it's dead. No, it's not. It's not dying, it's not dead, it's not on life support. You've just got to be able to step up and give the opportunity where it's needed to the young students. Let them in your car, let them drive your car, teach them about it, teach them how to work on it. And what you're going to see is this hobby is very alive and well, and that's what we're proud to be able to support as we're going through this journey. And you just saw some of our incredible students. Those all 3 of those kids are from a different part of the country, and they're representing a team out of California. Where else are you going to get another opportunity like that? And that's why we're really proud of what we've been able to provide, and why we're going to keep on thriving when we do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Brandon. By the way, you can get involved in X Cup Legacy program too. You know, there is fundraising to be made, but it's the sweat equity, right? It takes people to get around these young people. We can get a car, we can get money, but it takes people to really pass it on and to invest in them. Thank you for everything you're doing, buddy. Enjoy spending time with you here on The Great Race. We'll be back with more Beyond the Finish Line after this message from our sponsors.
Thank you to these sponsors for making the Hemmings Great Race presented by Coker Tire possible. Stahl's Motors and Music Experience is a unique destination showcasing rare vintage cars, historical musical instruments, and mechanical marvels. It's a fascinating journey through engineering, design, and sound. Learn more at stahlsauto.com. Family owned and operated since 1758 in Tadcaster, England, Samuel Smith brews exceptional ales, stouts, lagers, and ciders. Find their finest offerings in bottles, cans, and on draft in restaurants, bars, and stores near you. Since 1945, McCollister's has transported some of the nation's most valuable vehicles, making its partnership with the Great Race a natural fit. With a shared commitment to preserving and celebrating America's transportation history, McCollister's is proud to serve as the official transporter of the Great Race. Discover why Peterson is known as the world's premier automotive museum. From the adrenaline of the new Fast and Furious exhibit to the crown jewels hidden in the vault, explore hundreds of iconic vehicles from around the world, only at the Peterson Automotive Museum. Home to nearly a 500-car collection, the American Muscle Car Museum in Melbourne, Florida is open to guests through special events to support local charities throughout Brevard County. For more on their events and collection, check out AmericanMuscleCarMuseum.com. For over 40 years, California-based Oil Changers has delivered fast and friendly oil change services to drivers nationwide. Now partnered with Valvoline Instant Oil Change, two trusted names in automotive maintenance are celebrating 4 decades of keeping vehicles running smoothly. Save time and money with a quality oil change from Oil Changers and Valvoline Instant Oil Change today.
All right, we're back on stage, and now we're joined by our really, really good friend, Craig Floyd. This is kind of an X-Cup night, and because of the time of when cars are coming in, it's really fantastic. We can highlight these youth teams. Craig, you've been a mentor. You're on the board. We love you with the X-Cup Foundation. You've worn a lot of hats, and it's kind of a hat night tonight, really, you know?
Goofy hat.
So walk through, your favorite way you're representing X-Cup and Great Race on this particular Great Race here on Route 66.
First off, it's really nice to see that Connor, he was one of our graduates from our program, and to see him working with the other programs, it's awesome. And then to see Jack Pontius driving for Stalls, again, another graduate from our program.
Good.
I know.
Jack Pontius. Jack took my spot in the 1916 Hudson I'd raced for many years when I took over as director. I could not be prouder. He is driving that thing like a Swiss watch.
Nor could I. And that was our whole idea. It was to get young people involved and continue to have their involvement in the race, because if we don't have new folks, who are we going to race? That was the big thing for me. And when I started doing the Great Race, my first year, I figured we got to figure out how to do X-Cup, how we can get involved. And once we ran our first year, found every way to make that race the worst race ever for us, but came back the next year with 2 cars and a lot of young people. Jack and Connor were our first ones, and that was really a partnership in Auburn with all the museums in town. And if you've never been to Auburn, you have to go. It is lovingly called Mayberry with museums. It has got the town square, and the museums there are world class. And to have all the partnership with all of them together and to be able to run 2 or 3 cars every year, it was fantastic. 2 years ago, we had I think it was one of the first, if not the first, so we were happy about that. But our goal was give them the keys, let them drive the car, let them wreck the car, let them fix the car, and it's worked out well for us.
Well, Jason's been a part of this for a very long time. I wanted him to have a chance to be involved in all of this with
This
you.
is a roast, right?
Yeah.
Oh. No, I do have lots of good ones, Craig. It's been a lot of fun rallying with you over the years. We've had a lot of fun in all kinds of hotels and parking lots and on this rally together. And I do distinctly remember, I've been really enjoyed getting to know you and the car that you rally in. We'll talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about those first years when you guys were literally bringing all those X-Cup teams, herding cats. Your philosophy, you just talked about it, your philosophy was quite different than some people. They need to hear it again loud and clear.
Give them the keys. Let them run the car. Let them work on it. Let them drive it, and see what happens. That's what it's about.
They literally, Brad, would ask me as an announcer to tell them that's all that you needed to say. Invest in young people. They can do it, right? Don't be a helicopter parent. Give them the keys. Let them get out there and learn. And that's what Great Race and X-Cup Legacy Program affords. And you have been a wonderful shepherd there. But let's talk now about this killer car and its history in your family.
But we'll back up for just a second. Give them the keys. Let them drive. We're in Kansas, get a phone call on a lunch break. Hey, I just had an accident with the X-Cup car. I'm like, oh no, is anybody hurt? No. What did you hit? The other X-Cup car from our team. I'm like, you get to fix it, see you at the other end.
Yeah, that's Murphy's Law. Sure.
That was, and it worked out well. And that's one of our, but they're again, Jack and Connor, and they're great guns. Great bunch.
That's some of the best, right? Some of the most seasoned, committed X-Cup people I've ever seen that are now mentors themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That just speaks to what you can get out of investing in these young people the right way. And Auburn, Indiana, by the way, we were just talking about it. Unbelievable car culture there, pointed toward the youth of that community. Can you speak a little bit about that? I know you're in South Dakota, but you get over there, you're involved there heavily.
And that's really my second home. I bought up a home there because of all the involvement in the museums and our involvement with all the youth teams. And it's a community thing. And it was long before I got there. They really are encouraging young people to be involved in cars. They've got mechanics night at the Natmus Museum and so many other programs where it's just they're about kids and cars.
It's really cool there. So before you hand that mic back to Brad, I'll give you this one. Tell me about this family car. These flatheads run through your veins, and I love telling this story. So for once, you tell the story about the car.
All right, 46 Ford Business Coupe. It was my dad's car club guys. Everybody in that car club have owned that car at one point. When one guy was having a kid, the next guy would buy it. When one guy was getting divorced, he'd sell it to the next guy. And it just kept going around, and they've all done something to that 46 Ford. It's like folk art. They've all added something, and the original guy that owned it, he was the adult in the group. He was 20, and his name was Ron. And to this day, 40, 50 years later, it's still Ron's car. How's Ron's car? So it's been nice to have that, and all those guys follow me, but unfortunately, there's like one guy left and the car. So, but we carry on for them. They were the igniters.
But you're doing the thing. Okay, so let's roast Brad. You can hand that back to Brad. I'll hand you my microphone after I ask this question. This is a rare opportunity, Craig. You've got the man, the director of the event, pinned right here in a director's chair. Where would you like to see the great race go years down the road? Come on now. Where would you like to see it go?
Oh, I like this. I'm all in on this.
You really want to know?
I do. Desperately.
Load up 20 cars. Let's go down under. We know a guy that can do it.
Go where?
Down under. Australia.
Oh, go to Australia.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, 20 cars. We know a shipping company. Just try it out. See what happens.
Let me tell you what. There was a man named Tom McRae, I believe, in the past that was organizing some pretty crazy stuff across the pond. And the Rally Partners business was looking at some things. I've done London to Brighton. I've done the Colorado Grand. I've done the Copper State. I've done a lot of really, really great rallies in America and around. And I want to emulate that here with our group. We want to have the time, speed, endurance of Peking to Paris experiences. And
Absolutely.
I'm all about
There you go.
creating these experiences.
You asked.
So here's actually, because you're an adventurous guy. You've done a
Absolutely.
lot of these
Absolutely.
things, Craig. So this is what I was talking to people about earlier today at our lunch stop at the Will Rogers Museum, which was epic.
Awesome.
We had a really, really great time there. One of the things about being on a great race, running a great race, creating a great race, it's all about how do you feed people, how do you put people up. I mean, we're basically like Patton trying to figure out how he's going to go across, Europe, right?
Yep.
Well, it was a little bit friendlier than that, I'd like to think, but that's the analogy I was as a history buff. I fall back to
Less
that
scorched
kind of
earth
thing.
while left behind.
But let's think about, what do we love? We love Montana. We love Idaho. We like Washington. We want to go to places where the scenery is so beautiful you just can't. It almost burns your eyes everywhere you go.
Absolutely.
But a lot of these places have more railroad tracks that go next to them than major highways with hotels. Could you imagine a great race where we've got Pullman rail cars that we pull to a siding after the most epic day of rallying, and then we all go to our air-conditioned rail cars like you're out in the middle of nowhere? That's the kind of thing I want us to go and be able to plan for and do. And I'd like to thank Craig for his certain sponsorship of our brand new. What's the big event that goes? Oh well, look at that, a beautiful Ford.
There's another X Cup.
So we're gonna be going across the country in some really unique ways in years coming up.
Absolutely.
And we know that you're going to be with us, and we're going to have an absolutely awesome
Better be in Auburn.
time.
Better stop there too.
Doing it.
Yep.
Yeah. Car people are train people.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
airplane people. We're boat people. And I love the thought of that. We're going to bring this world to all those different things over time. This is the 40th running of Great Race, and we've got another 40 years in as easy. And especially with the fact that we've got a third of our field are rookies that don't have any sense of what this has been in the past until we tell them.
Yep.
And that tells me that we can create a whole new great race as we continue to move forward through time. And it's going to be absolutely epic.
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
Jason, what do you want to do with this thing? You've seen this as long as I have.
Oh, yeah. I've got some weird ideas. I've thought it would be cool to do a regional event in Hawaii. I think that would be cool. I realize there's some
the Dole
challenge.
pineapple people are chomping at the bit to spend money
Technical
with us.
challenges aside, far western Canada. Again, the roads, as you said, there's really a lot of logistical reasons that the format doesn't directly translate everywhere. But I've really enjoyed, you mentioned it, our run from San Francisco to Moline, Illinois, across the Northwest was the most epic great race in my 20 years of hanging around with you. It was just mind-blowing what we saw there. And it was so hard because there was nowhere to put 550 people. But I would like to see some more parts of that, kind of mixed in with what we're doing.
You were on the run when we went up to Tacoma, Washington also, right? I think the theme tends to be where do we find cool temperatures in the country in the June time frame? And we keep punishing ourselves through places that are epic. The centennial of Route 66, there's no change in this. We're in for a penny, in for a pound on it. But in other years where we can create some epic things, I'm open to everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it can just be a cowboy hat. This is how we make it happen. It's great. Craig, we appreciate you being with us on this.
Thanks very much. We appreciate
your
being involved.
mentorship to our X-Cup teams, your friendship to the entire organization.
Thanks.
Your ability to leap in and help us with our thought process on what we do. You're a meaningful cog in the wheel of all these things that we have to create, these events, for years to come, and we appreciate you so much.
And it's nice to be part of the community.
We love you for
a
that.
loving family community, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, Jason.
All right.
We've got some folks that we want to talk to. We want to talk to our friends at Knipex. We want to talk to our friends at Hemmings, and maybe a few other folks out there. What do you think? Are we going to do some more man on the street, a little more
Yeah, I'd like to do some man
around?
on the street. I got to find the Knipex girls ran off to get dinner. That kind of threw a monkey wrench in there, but I'm going to find them here very shortly.
Let's look over our shoulder.
Let's take a little look around, Brad,
one of the
while
cool
we're
things
live
here
streaming our brains out.
is that we have the Hemmings car behind us. Our friends the Fredettes are actually running this on behalf of Hemmings, which is really fascinating. And maybe we take a look around. Let's run a little B-roll, Matt, for just a minute, get ourselves set, and do a little wander, and we'll pop up somewhere in just another minute.
Well,
How about that?
I think we got a little sponsor bit, right? Could we go to break and take a little break, and we'll come back, and we'll do a walk and talk. How about that?
I love it.
All right.
Thank you to these sponsors for making the Hemmings Great Race presented by Coker Tire possible.
You know what this is? This is 10 millimeters of pain, process, failure, hope, progression, and late-night victories that only we would understand. We just had... We're all looking for something. Factory rallies or perfectly restored racing knockoffs. Right-hand drive or left. Old lacquer or buried in clear. Dual quads or injected. After 70-plus years on this never-ending chase, Hemmings finally built a motor club that brings us all together. And the best part is, you can't lose it.
Introducing the all-new Coker Classic Star Series, a groundbreaking line of white wall tires designed for those who demand the best. With best-in-class speed and load ratings, extended tread life, and exceptional traction, these tires redefine what's possible. And with our comprehensive life of the tread warranty, your journey is guaranteed. The Star Series isn't just a new product, it's a statement of our dedication to quality, innovation, and most importantly, to you, our customers. If it has our name on it, you have our word on it.
It's a Radial. The all-new Excelsior Roadster tire features the period-correct styling of a bias ply tire, combined with the smooth ride of a modern Radial. With options for wide white wall and black sidewall, the Excelsior Roadster is available in 5 sizes to fit traditional 16-inch wheels. Mix and match sizes to create the perfect hot rod stance, and take advantage of increased ride quality, longer tread life, and tubeless radial construction. Order yours today at cokertire.com.
All right, here we go. This is a little inside baseball here, but I called it in Claremore, Oklahoma at lunch. The cars came in and they were very dirty. So I got my crack team over here on this little Speedster, this little Ford Riley Speedster here, washing up the car. Somebody get up here and tell me a little bit about this sweet car.
Hey, Jason, how are you? We got a 1930 Ford Speedster. We decided to make it the dirtiest it's ever been in its entire life with me of 30 years. Great Race decided to take us down like some 7-foot wide historic Route 66 stretch today. I was using my clipboard to deflect the mud out of the car. But this thing's a little 4-banger. We're rocking it. We're having a good time, Jay.
So pay attention here. I don't know if you can see, but this is a fenderless car, right? So if it's rooster tailing rainwater or mud or whatever, the driver and navigator, come over here, cameraman, and raise up high and look down into it. This is literally just enough room for driver and navigator to get in this car here. Walk us back here and give us a little tour of the interior of this car. So get around the other side there, cameraman, and we'll get a little look in here. I'm telling you what, this is Spartan at best.
Yeah. No, we only have a few things in here. We got a speedometer, i.e. number one important thing here. This is a car that requires a key, but nobody knows how to start it except for us. So we don't even use the key anymore. But, this is one of our things. I don't know if you can zoom in on this, but it's be safe, have fun, do good. They all go hand in hand, I feel, that if you're safe out there, you're having some fun, you're going to end up doing good. But just a little two-seater. Luckily, I got my driver who's like a medium-sized guy, and he fits in here really nice. He's like a perfect fit, perfect fit to the car. So, no, we're rocking it.
I absolutely love this car. So it's a Model A 4-cylinder, yeah?
Yeah, 4-cylinder, Model A, 3-speed transmission, Model A steering box, Model A chassis, 21-inch Model A wheels. Pretty much the trunk is not, you might think it's storage, but it's not. It's really the gas tank and enough to fit a raincoat or two back in there. It's got an overdrive, but we never use it during the rally because what happens is it puts it in overdrive or freewheel, and then you don't get back pressure on it, so it's not good for racing. But I think this car's been in at least 10 great races, and we love it. We're having a good time. Starting to get a little warmer, but we're digging it.
Out of Lockport, New York, this bunch rallying this. I love this. Is very much a race car body, right? I say it all the time. This is what a race car would have looked like in the early 1930s. Fairgrounds racer. Model A's absolutely legendary on Great Race. They get an old car factor. He's got his Stall Sport radials from Coker Tire Company on here. Legendary tire, by the way. I happen to know you see them on a lot of hot rods, but Great Racers like them as well. They have kind of a period correct competition kind of vibe going with them as they're wiping the car down here. I was going to kind of try to mess them up and help them wash it, but you don't want me helping on this thing. Yeah, you're in the detail stage here. As you guys check out the motor here, this is basically, as you know, Model A's on a frame, right? So from the cowl back is custom body work, a little Speedster race car here. Thank you guys for your time today. Here, come on, cameraman, let's walk and talk here. We got all kind of stuff going on here. Team from Japan, rolling in a Mercedes here, a little SL. Perfect roadster there. They're off getting dinner. You'll see a lot of the race teams are nowhere to be seen. They get out of their car and they go to a provided meal, right? In most cities that we go to, there's a provided meal. 3.5 city blocks, and it's that many behind us as well. So anyway, this is great racing. We hope you guys are starting to get a little bit of the look and feel of this thing as the sun gets longer. There's more and more people coming out here in Stockyard City, Oklahoma. We're having a large time tonight. I'd like to toss it back to Brad for his next interview. Thanks.
All right, we're back here on stage here in Stockyard City in Oklahoma City. Now, Brad Phillips here, Great Race Director again. Proud to bring on, we've got Annie and Audrey, who are with Team Knipex. And I'm pronouncing it correctly, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. Knipex is the right way. And, you nailed it.
So they're driving a 1969 Volkswagen Beetle, and you guys are doing a really, really well. I love Volkswagen Beetles in super hot conditions. What's it like in the car, and how'd you get hooked up with Team Knipex to run this operation here?
Yeah, sure. To tell you what it's like in the car, it's fantastic, right? I mean, we got our car pretty dialed in. I'm gonna brag on that a little bit. We're like dialed in. Things are going well. We work really well together. So things in the car, I mean, couldn't be better. We're gonna knock on wood there. And as far as Knipex goes, I've kind of had a relationship with them for a couple years. And I approached them. I went and talked to Maggie. She's fantastic. I said, hey, I got this crazy idea. What do you think about a German tool company sponsoring a German car running across America? And they loved it. They loved it. And they don't do a lot of car show stuff. So they have been thrilled, and it's been so awesome.
We've been really, really happy about this relationship. Because, you know, as we try to expand out into new people, I threw this stat out there when I came on board as director. For this race, we have 2/3 of the sponsors we have never been Great Race sponsors before.
So fantastic.
We've got our stalwarts with, you know, with Hemmings and others that are, and Coker Group and all this stuff that's been really helping us with Coker Tire. We absolutely love it. But Knipex is one of those things that's like, oh, those are the cool tools. They got the red handles. You have great pliers and all these great things. And even the gift you guys put together in the racer bags, they're like, hey, you guys have quality stuff you're throwing at us here. So we really, really appreciate that.
Well, absolutely. I think as far as sponsors go, you guys have got a lot of bases covered. But as far as tools, I mean, Knipex is a great addition to make because everyone needs hand tools. And when you're on the race, you need some, you know, hand tools to throw in the car, and they are fantastic for that. I mean, I know I'm sponsored by them, and I don't have to say that, but they are fantastic. And so, yeah, the gift that they gave, so great. They came out to the banquet. That was a big hit. Just awesome.
So tell me a little bit about the history of the company, right? So
Sure.
You're a German company, driving a German car, but an incredible footprint in America, and you can buy these things everywhere, right?
Yeah, so actually, Knipex, I think, is older than cars. So they started in like 1882, I believe, manufacturing like farrier tools. So for like horses. So they were in transportations for that sort of stuff. But they started in Germany, 1882. Huge in Europe, but now they're global. You can find them anywhere. So their popularity and their quality is, well known around the globe.
So who in the car is driving and who's navigating?
All right, so I'm driving, and Audrey, she's my gal. She's from Florida. She's 17. She is a dynamo. She does great. She's my navigator, and I wouldn't do it with anybody else.
And so you guys are also part of you're doing this content creator sort of manufacturer division thing also, right?
Yeah.
So what's it like in the car? You guys are live streaming all day. You're pumping content. I mean, Audrey, tell us a little bit about your end of things here in the car. Come on.
I think that we do the the most low-key social media out of everybody.
But we're still putting out a lot.
Oh, absolutely, yes. But we just do our own thing, film it on a phone. We're not fancy or nothing, so I love it though.
Audrey, we put the hat on you because I bought these hats. It's hot. We're under this. We're like, we might want to get some for the stage at some point here, right? And I bought these hats, and honestly, I did not expect. We're getting the full Southern accent. Where are you from, Audrey?
I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, so that's why I sound funny.
I love it. At first, I was like, she's got the hat. She doesn't have to do an accent. And then I'm like, oh, no, this is the real thing.
I'm not making it up.
Yeah. So when we came through Graceland a couple of years ago, were you there? Did you see the Great Race go through Graceland?
No, sir. Unfortunately, I did not. My first year was just last year, so.
But you were hooked.
Oh my gosh, absolutely, yeah.
This is absolutely fantastic. So,
yes,
all right, you're navigating. Your first year was your rookie year.
Yes,
last year. So you've walked into this now. Navigating I was a driver for years, so I understand how hard the other side of the car is. Are you comfortable? Are you breaking the scores down? Like, how are you guys scoring?
I've gotten better at it. Last year I was in an unreliable car, so I didn't get much practice. But now I'm in the cute little VW, and we're just doing good, and it's just awesome. So I've been getting better. We're kind of shaving off on time, figuring out what to do, what not to do. So it's going good. It's
So
awesome.
what car were you in last year? What were you navigating in?
1966 Ford Fairlane, and I think we missed it. Didn't get to finish more days than we got to finish. So.
I mean, honestly, okay, Volkswagen products, especially Beetles, there's like 6 moving parts. It's oil and air cooled across a great environment. I'm a Volkswagen and Porsche nut, so I totally get it. They're pretty reliable in this thing. But a Fairlane also, pretty simple. Was it a 6-cylinder car or a V8 car or what?
I believe it was a V8. It's 302 is what we were running back then.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, and you had a trunk load of Knipex at that time as well?
No. Yeah, that was our whole issue. No Knipex. Sorry.
So where do we find the content for Knipex that you guys are putting out?
Let's see.
So that's all going out on my page. So it's Annie's VW, and you got that on Instagram or Facebook. And we post daily, and my style of content is we just take you along for the ride. I got a ton of people who have never even heard of the Great Race, so they just want to know, like, what's the timing like? What's it like in the car? What do the days look like? So we're just like taking them along for the whole story. And I tell you, I'm not saying I'm doing y'all a huge favor or anything, but I think I got a ton of people who are really excited about what they're seeing, which is great because then they get excited, they get working on their cars, they get driving them, and then maybe they come out to the race.
Well, we love that. We love spectators. We love people that want to come and be involved with us in all our different ways.
Absolutely.
And again, we've got 42 of our 150 teams are brand new rookies that have never done a great race before.
That's phenomenal.
And that funnel comes from
yeah.
other interested enthusiasts. So I'm sure you've had a hand in that.
Well, we really do love the race. Like, that's the thing. We love this race. And so we just want people to know about it, even if they just come out and, like, participate in just, like, being down here when they're looking at the cars. But really what we want is people out there working on their cars and, more importantly, driving their cars. And so if we can help that in any way, even if they don't come to the race or drive the race, if they can go out and just work on cars, drive cars, I think we've won.
We all share that sentiment. The Hemmings Great Race presented by Coker Tire, all of our brands that are associated with us, all depends on people wanting to get out there, use their cars.
Absolutely.
And I'm a driver. I love getting out there, whether it's in competition or just on a regular tour or even going down with my local car club and going and doing something fun. It all involves action, showing people the other things that we love and hoping that we bring new people into this hobby.
Yeah.
So we're very, very proud to have Knipex as a partner with us here. And you guys are awesome. And again,
thank you.
Audrey LeMay, again, if you in central casting here, he said, we're going to need a real Southern girl, and her name's Audrey LeMay. We're going to be like, if that's going to be the twang we're looking for, okay. Audrey threw it at us. Annie, you're amazing.
That's part of the reason why she's my navigator. I can listen to her all day.
Yeah, that is some smooth, like Tennessee whiskey stuff going on over there. And hey, we really appreciate it. I think we've burned through another hour of our live stream. Guys, we are so happy to be here in Oklahoma City, and we go down the road tomorrow. Where are we going? Our producer, and we're off again tonight. See you guys.